Hey, you're very welcome. Okay, we're going to get to that in 1 second. I've been giving you guys a lot of my time all week long. I've got to take care of some family business. I haven't been able to see my grandchildren. They're watching me on TV. Isaiah, it's Pop. I love you. Who are you today? Leonardo, Donatello, Raphael, Melania? I'm going to get you. I can't wait to see you. As soon as I finish up, Pop will come play. Okay? All right. All right, thanks. I got it in. I love them. Okay, so here's the deal. Yesterday, I was hoping that a lot of the students and their parents would come over. What a great way to turn a scar into a victory, taking that first step. It was an opportunity that they could have been around veterans, military personnel, who would sit down with them one-on-one, and I wanted them to have a conversation about accountability, about seriousness, about focus, about dedication, of what it is to be responsible. I'm no hero, okay? They're the heroes. Unfortunately, or who knows, but 4 showed up. But for those 4, and I told you this yesterday, 2 things I said. Number 1, I wanted to acknowledge you for your courage of finally coming. By you coming, you took a big step. Now get the message out to all of your classmates. Number 2, that's an indication of a bigger issue because the others didn't come. Now we're going to cover that in a minute. But the biggest thing I want to say to those parents in the 300 right now, listen to me, please. The press is descending upon all of our lives. We've got stuff we've got to get handled, and we're going to get to that. I know that you haven't experienced any of this before. I will be your shield to protect you with the media, but it's going to get 10 times worse. And we'll get our business handled. But you surround your teammates and the people, you understand this? All of the other people, you get them together because we don't want to lose anybody. Okay? So they broke into the house. I can hear you now. Yeah, I can hear you now. They broke in the house. They probably did about $20,000 to $30,000 with damage. I'm still assessing that. Well, I only have one neighbor, and he's never been in the house because I don't let people that beat their wives in my house. I don't let any man that puts their hands on a woman in my house. Well, I'm not, all I'm doing is responding it, and I'm not going to be pushed around by any salacious stuff that you're saying. I'm happy to answer the question based on the facts. I knew TMZ would be up there. I welcome them. Pardon me? My home was being foreclosed upon because I told them I'm not going to pay them. They aren't going to sit there and call the note and push me around and not negotiate with me like they were supposed to by law. And in the last 2 years, we've been in negotiating about that. And in the next 2 weeks, all that stuff is going to be resolved. And so after the kids sat up and they vandalized the place and they broke in the place and they were doing drugs at my place, I get a call from the bank, and the bank tells me what they're going to do now is that they're going to auction the property off on the 29th of October. Now let's get back to the big story, and the big story is about saving these children's lives. Number 1, what was broken can be replaced. Number 2, what was stolen, it can be returned. Number 3, the issue with the bank is going to resolve itself this week. Watch. What are we going to do about these children? And what are we going to do about getting this handled all over the country right now? Are you kidding me? Let's start having a serious conversation and get our power back as a country and stop turning it over to situations. All the bankers and the banks, This problem was called the banks all have been foreclosed on. Let's get real. And for those of you who have been foreclosed on, you're an American. You pick your head up and you look for new ways to build your future. And if you have to start one step at a time, you start each day. And by the way, it's Sunday. Get your butt off the couch. You do not need to be watching football, and get your business handled. There's no way your woman should be walking around working all week long and then on weekends have to work all while you sit on the couch and watch football. I don't get that. It's time for all of us to take greater responsibility. Yes, people have to work 2 jobs right now. Yes, we're in the middle of a financial disaster, and we all got to bring our best game. But it's 2-minute offense time, and that's where our country and who we are, that's when we're at our best. So are we done? Yeah. Okay. Can you hear me? Yeah. Okay. Okay, cool. Okay, great.
You all clear?